All right. Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're very excited to have the opportunity to speak with you. I'm going to get started on the presentation pretty soon. I don't know if there's anything in particular. If there's any questions, feel free to address them in the chat, and then we'll get to it afterwards. All right, let me share the screen. Perfect. Can you see my screen? All right, perfect. It's popping up. Great. This is working. All right. So we are Westcliff University. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and empower students from around the world to acquire the competencies to excel personally and professionally through practical, innovative, high-quality distance and campus programs. We are located in California in the United States, California being the third largest state with a population of over 39 million people. It is also considered the fifth largest economy in the world. We have great temperatures all year long, about 23 degrees Celsius all year long, very sunny, very beautiful. It is a very enjoyable place. And our campus is located in Irvine, which is about 45 minutes from Los Angeles and 40 minutes from LAX International Airport. So if you decide to join us on campus, once the traveling is allowed again, we'll be very happy to have you back with us. We're accredited regionally by WASC, and our College of Business is globally accredited by ACBSP as well. The city of Irvine is rated the safest place and have a population of over 100,000 people. It is also rated the best place to live by the Times. It has a lot of headquarters and different companies, some startups that you might have heard of that are SpaceX, Snapchat. But more importantly, if you're joining us on campus, there's a lot of spots for you to walk around, shop, eat, and have some great nightlife experience. Right now, we understand that with the coronavirus situation, it might be a little bit harder to travel to Irvine. However, we really hope that those restrictions will be eased a little bit more so you can join us and enjoy California. Some great surrounding areas that we have near our campus is Disneyland, which is about 20 minutes drive from our campus. We have Newport Beach in California. It's 20 minutes away from our campus, a drive. We have the Dodger Stadium, which is about an hour away from our campus. If you're interested in American games, and that is a great way to get involved, to go to actually a live game. We have Hollywood, offering great hiking trails, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Chinatown. Now, for some adventurous students, we have more than 100 beaches nearby that you can choose from. There's always something to discover, always something to do. We have Laguna Canyon, which is about 10 minutes from our campus, offering great hiking trails. And one of the things that I love to mention is a great advantage of California, one of the rarest places where you can actually wake up, surf in the morning, and ski in the afternoon, as Big Bear Ski Resort is only a 2-hour drive. We have San Diego, which is about 2 hours away, and Las Vegas, which is a 4-hour drive. Now, some quick facts about Westcliff University. We have roughly about 2,700 students representing 84 different nationalities. So most likely, wherever you might be coming from, you might find some peers in your classrooms and people that you can connect with. Our student-to-faculty ratio is about 10 students for 1 professor. So you get that close feel with your professor, really get the chance to ask questions and connect with your peer. It's great discussions to have in smaller groups as well. We're very proud of our graduation rate, which is about 83%, and our satisfaction rate for our students are about 94%, meaning when we ask students if they would refer Westcliff to a friend, 94% of them said yes. Another good thing is our time to degree ratio. Usually the national average is about 5 years for bachelors, and our average for graduation is under 4 years. So you will be on track. Now, some academic programs that we have 4 colleges: our College of Business, College of Engineering and Technology, College of Education, and College of Law. We offer different range of degree programs with our bachelors, masters, doctors. And the areas that you can see here is more than 24 concentration that you can choose from within your degree program. The one indicating with the little stars are the one that you would qualify for STEM, meaning that you would be able to expand your OPT at the end of the program for an additional 2 years, so 3 years total. Now, for some students that might already be in the United States that are engaging in CPT, meaning you have already an internship and you are within 50 miles radius from the campus and above, we also created our professional program for MBA and DBA, meaning that you will be able to still have live classrooms every week online, and you will be able to come on campus once a semester for a weekend residency. It would take place from Friday afternoon until Sunday afternoon. We also have certificate programs for undergraduates and graduates, and the one indicating with the stars are the ones that you will be able to take directly on campus in California. We have our College of Law as well. It was founded in 1966. It is very well rated. It is one of the oldest in Orange County, California, meaning in our region in Southern California. We ranked number 3rd in the law school diversity in the US and number 3rd in the bar exam preparation in California. For that particular program, the students will have to be in class, and we have 2 intakes. If any of you are interested, we have listed the admission requirements, but if you have any questions, you can also visit our website or be in contact with us and we'll help you out. Now, we understand that with COVID-19, it might be difficult to travel. Life has changed. It's not the same as it used to be. But to support you, we've always had all of our programs 100% online, but I think it is even more important right now during those times to mention it, as you would still have the same opportunity to study at Westcliff. We have virtual classrooms, live virtual classrooms, meaning that once a week you will be meeting face-to-face through Zoom with a professor and your classmates, still getting that same higher education level as you would be in the classroom. Still have access to all of the resources, such as our online libraries and our writing center as well. Some of our academic leaders, I strongly encourage you to go to our website and read a little bit more about them. They have incredible experience, and it is truly an honor if you get the chance to be in a classroom with them to really engage with them as well. Now, what makes us different at Westcliff University? We have our Board of Trustee and Program Advisory Councils, who are professionals from different industries, such as Google, Facebook, Hyundai, Deloitte, some alumni from Columbia, UCLA, that are meeting with us on a monthly basis, and that are giving us feedback on what it is like to be in the workforce, what are expected from the students, giving us some ways to adapt our program, develop new programs, getting the community support within Irvine with our chambers of commerce. So it is very valued, and so that's how we keep up to date all of our programs. We also have our faculty members that have over 20 years of work experience, so they're very knowledgeable in their field. They emphasize on interactive and practical skills for their classrooms. So it is It is very high quality programs that you would be taking part of. We're very flexible. As I mentioned, we have on campus and 100% online with our live classes as well. Now, we understand that, getting to college and sometimes moving to the United States can be a little overwhelming. You might have some questions, and this is why we assign every student to their dedicated student advisor, which is a person that's going to be with you from beginning until the end to answer any questions that you might have, keeping you on track academically. So if you have any questions about your programs, or anything such as, how to get a driver license once you're in the United States. What papers do I need? How do I get a social security number? That would be the person that you can go to and get some advice for it. They can also redirect you to other services that might be able to help you, such as our Light Center, where you can find our Writing Center, any help to access the online library. If you have any questions for CPT and OPT, how to find an employment in the United States, we have our career services that are here to help you as well on one-on-one guidance, offering workshops as well twice a semester regarding different topics. We had one 2 weeks ago, I believe, that was about resume building and how to be proactive in your search, especially during a time like COVID-19. So overall, great support. A lot of student clubs as well are newly added with the entrepreneurship club. So you always have something to look for, some help as well to keep you on track in your goals. Some accommodations for the students that are already in the United States or might think about joining us in the US. We have our housing service that can help you find an accommodation. We have different options that we suggest. We have the homestays, so placing you in an American family, giving you some kind of support at first. You can also practice some English. They can also place you in different apartment complex, either for yourself or if you want to share it with another roommate. And we have our Westcliff housing, which you can see pictures of on the side of the screen, where it's a furnished apartment off campus, and you would share a room with other students from Westcliff. Now, if any of you are playing any sports, practicing any sports, and would like to play for a U.S. university, this is the place. Feel free to address that during your application process. We will put you in contact with the coach, and you can see all of the sports that we offer on the top side of the screen. If you are selected to play for Westcliff, note that you would be able to have the domestic tuition. Now, some admission requirements. We have our electronic application that you can find on our website. Once the application is submitted, you would have an admissions interview. This is where you can practice your visa interview. You can ask any questions regarding the program, or if you would like to play for Westcliff University, anything that you would like to be communicated to admissions advisor, that would be the place. We also have the personal statement, diplomas and transcript, our bank statement, our I-20 request form, and also our proof of English proficiency. So we have different options for testings. Our most popular one are TOEFL and IELTS. You can see the score on the screen depending on the degree program you're thinking about applying. However, we have other options. For example, if you already studied in an all-American school or English school, and the medium of instruction was in English, then you can request a letter from your previous campus saying that you've already studied in English, and that would fulfill the English proficiency part. We also have our internal English exam that you can take part of, especially right now, since I know it's a little bit complicated to get appointments for TOEFL IELTS. We also have our newly added intensive English program, our REAL program. It is 8 weeks program for every levels. You will be able to practice your English skills before you get started with your degree. And for the bridge program particularly, you would be able to study English and get started on one general education course, so you can get ahead in your degree as well. Some degree programs and tuitions. We have our international students tuitions as well as our online tuition. And for our Masters and Bachelors, we have also the options for accelerated program, meaning if you want to do a Bachelor's in 3 years instead of 4, or a Master's in 1 year instead of 2, that is an option for you. In terms of admissions fees, the application fee is $30. And since now we're working with GSC, if you are going through them, your I-20 would be deferred after the visa is approved. So once your visa is approved, then you will have the additional fees, but there's no upfront fee. Now, in terms of intakes, we have 6 different intakes per year. So we have 3 semesters, and they're all broken down into 2 sessions each. Right now, we just started our session 6 that started this Monday on the 29th. Our upcoming one would be August 31st, and the one after that would be October 26th. So you can apply to Westcliff all year long, and the application deadlines are usually every 2 months. Some scholarships. I know we usually get the question of, do you offer scholarships? Well, the answer is yes, absolutely, we do offer scholarships. We have our merit-based scholarship. So no matter what program you're enrolled in, you'll be able to apply for the scholarship. If you are selected, this can go up to $1,000 per year. We also have athletic scholarships, as I mentioned. If you are selected to play for Westcliff University, not only you would get the domestic tuition, but you also get to apply to more scholarships, athletic scholarships as well. Now, the one that I really want to take some time to mention today is in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, we understand that it is a time of reflection for every student, and we want to help you out in that. That we offer a 25% off online scholarship, meaning that 25% of your tuition for the online program would be off. So that applies for the remaining of 2020. That means for the intakes of August and October. If you apply and get to enroll online, you will get the 25% off. This is an example of what our campus looked like in Irvine, as well as some great outdoors area outside of our campus, some classrooms and study rooms, as well as student lounge, and some resources that you also would have access to: the Langston's Library, the Cerritos Library, and if you're currently or thinking about studying online for the time being, we also have our online library, which is Learn, and our writing center as well, that you can submit your paper for more feedback before they're due for a grade. Now you would ask, why should I still choose Westcliff University? Well, as I mentioned, we have very affordable tuition compared to other schools in California. We defer the fees for your application until the visa is approved. We have payment plans per semester, meaning that you don't have to pay your tuition for the year, but rather per semester. We offer numerous scholarships. Our location is very attractive as well, Irvine being the safest city and the best place to live in California, according to the Times. We have our intensive English programs if you need some more help with English before you get started in your academic journey. We offer CPT and OPT for our programs. And we have very much flexibility when it comes to our 6 intakes, our accelerated programs options, on campus or 100% live online programs. And something that I want to mention too that is very important is that we do not require any GRE, GMAT, or SAT for admissions. Any questions for me, anything that I could answer before I give it back?
Yeah, we have a question, so we can go on question part.
Absolutely.
Here is one student, he write here, you can see the display, how much needed IELTS score for bachelor program?
For a bachelor's program for IELTS, yes, a very good question. I love this. So for our IELTS program, we have, for a bachelor's, is a 6.0.
6.
Yes. For the bachelor's program is 6, and for the master's and doctorate is 6.5 for IELTS.
So for the master, another one question, also similar question for MBA IELTS score. So it's 6.5.
Yes, 6.5.
So another one student, right, there is a without IELTS possible or not?
Yes, we have multiple options. If there's no IELTS, we have our own internal English exam, which is the CPE. So once the students send their application, they will meet with their admission advisor, and they can ask them to take the test. It is proctored. I'm sorry?
This test will be with a Skype test or any different video conference call like this?
Yeah, it would be an online test, a virtual test. It tests their reading, listening, and writing skills, and the speaking part would be done with our admission advisors.
Okay. What is the admission requirements for Bachelor?
Admission requirements for the bachelors. So we have our electronic application that you can find on our website. And then from there, we need different documents, such as a personal statement stating why they wish at Westcliff, why they want to go back to their study, and giving us a little bit more information about them, the diplomas and transcript from their previous school, English proficiency, bank statement, and the I-20 request form.
Okay, about the bank statement, I have one question. When we are going to apply as like after 2013, I totally stopped the US study visa promotion because of after that lots of visa was rejection due to the government changes everything. So we keep the stop right now. So when we are going to apply the application process, we need to give them for I-20 the bank details, right?
Yes, it's either a bank letter saying that you have the available funds in your bank, or a bank statement showing that you have enough in your bank account. Yes.
So for this bachelor program, with your tuition fees and library cost, other expenses, including how much minimum is required for I-20?
So for the I-20, we usually ask for 1 year of tuition plus 1 year of housing and living expense, which is roughly $26,000.
Okay, so minimum that money they have to show in their parents' account, so they can eligible to get that.
Yes, it can be. Yes, it can be on the parents. It can be any sponsors that the student might know. If it's an employer that wants the student to get their master's, anyone that is willing to sponsor the student.
So that means anybody can finding the sources that can make them fund from anyone, like a parents, friends, or uncles. Anybody can acceptable.
Yes,
okay.
There is I-20 request form, and in there they can just say the relationship the person has to the students.
Yeah, we have to prove the relationship.
I will go through.
So yes. One student, right, I completed my MBA from Lincoln University, Malaysia. Can I done another MBA? You have one business program, I think, Doctor MBA.
Yes,
right?
So we have different master's program, and we also have our DBA, which is our Doctorate of Business Administration. Yes, and if the student already studied in English, it will be even easier.
So in this, for today online session, we can offer to the all student, we can waive the application fees for our student who wanted to apply. So there is a no application fees. সুপ্রিয় শিক্ষার্থী বন্ধুরা, আপনারা যারা আমাদের মাধ্যমে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে যাচ্ছেন ইউনিভার্সিটি ওয়েস্ট ক্লিফে, আপনাদের জন্য সুসংবাদ জানাচ্ছি আমরা, ভিসার আগে আপনাকে কোনো অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ফিস দিতে হচ্ছে না। অন্যান্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অ্যাপ্লিকেশন ফিসের সাথে সাথে আপনার I-20 ফিটাও আগে দিতে হয়। এক্ষেত্রে আপনার I-20 ফিটাও আগে দিতে হবে না। আপনার ভিসা যদি অ্যাপ্রুভ হয় তখন আপনি I-20 ফি দিবেন। আপনার এখানে শুধু কস্ট হচ্ছে সার্ভিস ফি। সো এই হিসাবে আপনারা যারা অ্যাপ্লাই করতে যাচ্ছেন, এখানে প্যান্ডেমিকে অনেকে বিভিন্ন দেশের জন্য যাওয়ার জন্য চেষ্টা করতেছেন, তাদের জন্য আমরা ইংলিশ ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ প্রোগ্রাম সহ একই সাথে অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবেন। তো যারা ফেব্রুয়ারি ইনটেকে বা জানুয়ারি ইনটেক অথবা সেপ্টেম্বর ইনটেক হয়তো আমরা কাজ করতে পারবো না বিকজ অফ প্যান্ডেমিক, আমরা বিভিন্ন সিচুয়েশনের কারণে আমরা সবাইকে অফার করতে পারি নেক্সট ইনটেক, যেটা জানুয়ারি ইনটেকের জন্য। ইউ আর প্রমোটিং দ্য জানুয়ারি ইনটেক অর ফেব্রুয়ারি ইনটেক স্প্রিং?
So we have 6 different intakes per year. Our next coming up is in August, Then we have October, January, March, every 2 months.
So we can offer anybody's can whole year, like if you start your promotion, getting the admission, so you can join anyone nearest which will be available for you.
Yes.
So আপনাদের জন্য এখানে another one questions we can see here. What are the requirement for a student visa in USA? Is actually similar thing, right? F1 visa.
Yeah, exactly. It is very similar. It is showing that you have the right amount in your bank account, that you've been accepted to the university, and then it's all about also the visa interview. So you know, the student has to go to the embassy and talk to the embassy and let them know why they want to come to the United States and why they wish to study, and then from there they get the decisions.
We can see another question: how much tuition fees I have to pay before or after visas? Like 50% now, 50% when I finish first semester. Is it possible?
So the way it works is that we give our students the possibility to pay their tuition per semester. So 4 weeks before the semester starts, the student will have to pay their tuition for that upcoming semester.
So it means if it is 14,000 tuition fees per year, that means for 2 semesters. At the beginning, before starting the semester, they can pay 7,000. So after another 7,000, they can pay before I start the semester.
Yes.
So as like they can pay semester wise.
Yeah, semester wise. If they have 3 semesters that they choose to take summer, it reduces the payment as well. It breaks it down by 3. Good question.
So how it's actually issue the I-20, like if any student is applying for the preparatory or foundation English programs, so which is combined relevant to the bachelor, leading to bachelor or leading to masters, who don't have IELTS or something like that. So is I-20 will be mentioned only for this English program, or they can mention including the bachelor main program?
So the student will need to apply for the English program first. So the I-20 would be issued for the English program. However, the student can also apply for a university. And for example, with Westcliff, if the student participate in our real program, which is our intensive English program, they can apply on the same time in Westcliff. And we can issue a conditional acceptance letter once we have all the documents and it's reviewed, saying that once the student complete their English proficiency, their English intensive program, they will be able to transfer to Westcliff University, assuming that everything remains the same.
Okay, next question we can see IELTS requirements for masters or MBA. Do you accept medium of instruction of English?
Yes, we do accept medium of instruction in English. The only thing that the student would need is their transcript showing that their previous course were taught in English, or a letter saying that the medium of instruction in their previous school was in English. It has to be stamped and signed by the university registrar.
Okay. So there is a 25% scholarship for all intake, or?
So that would be for the intakes left in 2020, meaning for August and October.
Okay, so for this year.
Yes.
Any part-time facilities from university? I think part-time job he was asking about that.
So the student can participate in CPT as well during their program. They can do that on a full-time or part-time basis. We usually recommend part-time because you know, they still have to study and maintain a good GPA, competitive GPA. But yes, there is part-time opportunities for internships.
4-month semester or 6-month semester for MBA?
So our semesters are 16 weeks, but we broke it down to 2 sessions. So meaning that the student would have a class for 8 weeks, then they would start another class for another 8 weeks. So the full program, the full semester is 16 weeks total.
Okay. Okay, I think almost we have all questions relevant we answered. সো সুপ্রিয় ছাত্রবৃন্দ, আপনারা যারা এখনো বিদেশে যাওয়ার জন্য চেষ্টা করতেছেন বা ইন্টারেস্টেড আছেন, আপনারা আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। স্ক্রলের নিচে আমাদের ফোন নাম্বার দেওয়া আছে জিএসসি গ্লোবাল সলিউশনে, এবং আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটের মাধ্যমে গিয়ে আপনারা অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারেন www.gscglobalsolutions/applynow. আমাদের স্ক্রলে যে ফোন নাম্বারগুলো দেওয়া আছে, এই ফোন নাম্বারগুলো তো আপনারা আমাদের যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। আমাদের ঢাকা অফিস, সিলেট অফিস, রাজশাহী অফিস, খুলনা অফিস, আমাদের প্রতিটি সিটিতে আমাদের অফিসগুলো আছে। আমাদের এই মুহূর্তে কোভিড-19 কারণে ঢাকা অফিসটা আপাতত অফ। আপনারা যারা আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে চান, আমাদের অনলাইন কাউন্সিলিং সেশন ইজ ওপেন, এবং আমাদের সিলেট অফিস ফিজিক্যালি ওপেন, আমাদের খুলনা অফিস ফিজিক্যালি ওপেন, রাজশাহী অফিস ওপেন। সো আমরা সবাইকে আমাদের সাথে যোগাযোগ করার জন্য নিবেদন করছি, এবং আপনাদের কাছে কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন থাকলে এখনো আপনারা আমাদের কমেন্টস বক্সে লিখতে পারেন। আমরা আপনাদের চেষ্টা করব যথাসাধ্য আপনাদের কোয়েশ্চেনের আনসার দিতে। Okay, there is another question, Mr. Naim Fahim. What about spouse visa?
Yes, so we do offer the opportunity for the students to go with their spouse or their children. They would need to fill out an additional document and show additional fundings, but it is possible for them to bring a dependent.
What about minimum IELTS requirement and tuition fees for bachelor study in US?
So IELTS requirement was a 6.0 for English proficiency, and tuition then fees for our bachelors, we have 14,000 per year is the requirements.
Next, crystal clear information. Thanks a lot, Westcliff University and JC Global Solution. Thank you, Mr.
You're very
Arifin.
welcome.
Yeah.
Glad to be here. Feel free if you have any more questions.
May I know the world ranking of the university?
The world ranking. So there's no available world ranking for Westcliff, but as I mentioned, we are in Irvine. We have very competitive programs, especially right now. We have all of our programs online, so definitely a good choice.
Do you accept Duolingo English test?
Yes, we do accept Duolingo English test. We have a variety of tests that the students can choose from. Once they submit their application, they can talk to their admission advisor and work this through. But we do accept Duolingo.
So I think we have given all relevant questions, answer, and information, everything what is that they are basically required. And we are welcoming to our universities, Westcliff University. So you can say lastly a few words to our students who are wanted to apply. So then we can finish our broadcast.
Absolutely. If you have any questions after this presentation, feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to help you out and to give you some more information. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're very happy to have the opportunity to speak with you, and we're looking forward to seeing you in California or in our online live classes too.
Okay. The online classes for all the programs running, or the only few subject?
100% of our programs are available online. Yeah.
Okay. So this is another good opportunity. You can study from your home as like you are inside the campus. So you don't have to spend lots of accommodation cost in the university campus or even outside the campus. So you can live in your home, so you can study in USA. So feel free to contact with us, and we our university admission office, University of Westcliff directly, or you can contact us directly. So we are ready to help you all the admission process until you can get the visa procedure. All side we will help you. So thank you to everyone, and to join with us until our conversation. We are going to finish. Thank you. Bye for today.
Bye, everyone.